Okay, upon boot, we're just going to select the number 1 for now. The other options are, if we start to run into problems, it's not working, but let's use number 1 for now. And this step is going to start finding hardware. It takes a little time to run through. This is for the keyboard. You can just hit enter here, or after 20 seconds it'll go by and take the default anyway. So at this point, most of the system is started up. But what we want to type here is start X, and what that does is give you the graphical user interface. And you just have to get a little bit of time for it to pop up. Down here we should see the network start to find itself, and here's just a basic terminal window. We can minimize it or close it. For file systems, the first file system that it's going to find is the USB that's plugged in, and we really don't care about that one. Essentially, what you're probably going to end up doing is plugging in a USB drive at this point that's like Linux formatted, and if there are any formatting you want to do, you want to use this gparted application. Alright, so it's pretty simple to use. Up here shows what drive it is. This is basically raw information about the drive. So right now I have this whole thing's running on a 10 gig, what would be drive A. And then from here you can use right click and create new partitions, format, resize things. You can resize NTFS stuff. You can do most partitions or file systems with this application, except for I don't think the Mac OS stuff is supported on this. Well, let's see if we do new. And then, so the most common file systems for Linux are ext3 and 4. Usually 4 is just a newer one. You can format NTFS if you want to. FAT32. Oh, so there is a HFS and HFS Plus for Mac, so you actually could do it. I probably wouldn't. You have enough Macs in there, you can probably format stuff over there. Most likely will not be able to write to Mac formatted drives that are plugged into this device. Okay, so that's the partition manager and the drive manager. So this is like a Finder, Mac Finder, or Windows Explorer, and we should be able to just hit Browse Network, and we should start to see stuff pop up in here. You should see the NAS, and as soon as you double click it, you'll be prompted to you'll be prompted for logins. So it looks like it finally connected down here. Let's see, no network connection. I guess it did not. Let's see. In any event, I mean, it should pick it right up for you. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Internet, I think, you can launch Firefox. There's some ISO burning software. What else we got in here? Most of this other stuff you probably won't use. But it should be enough to get you to move stuff back and forth. And when you're done, you can just hit log out and then shut down. And that way it'll cleanly stop all the connections to the USB file systems, so you don't wreck anything pulling the drive right out. There's in the Explorer, that Linux Explorer, there's options to eject drives in there too. Usually there's just like a little arrow to the right of the drive, and you can just click that and eject it too if you need to do that. Any questions? Let me know.